All right, everybody's favorite muscle group, the biceps. Now, one thing that's very important, guys, is you need to make sure that every muscle group is being done. For every chest exercise you do, or every chest day, you need to make sure you're doing your back days. We don't want to just do one day of chest, one day of biceps, and that's it. Everything, legs, from neck down to toes. Got to make sure we're doing everything covering the full gamut of muscle groups. Biceps, again, we're going to make some slight changes to the typical routine. So here we are, we're in a basic chair, seated upright. We're going to bring the weights out to our sides. Step number 1. Palms up, elbows slightly forward. Start position. Finish position. Keeping this range. If we go here, guess what we're doing? We're resting. We don't want to rest, right? We're going to keep the biceps. We're going to keep the biceps under constant tension. Nice light weight, keeping it in this range. Okay? You're also able to switch it around if you'd like to. Do an alternating bicep curl. But when you do this one, there's sometimes a tendency to drop the weight down. Naughty, naughty. Keep the biceps flexed. Here's our range. Right in this movement. Okay, personally, I prefer the double because I can control the speed and make sure the speed is exactly the same, and I can also monitor if I have one arm that's continuously stronger than the other. So I know that I've got some weakness and imbalance. Here we go. Lots and lots of repetitions. If I'm doing this right, I'm going to feel this within 6 or 7 repetitions. Okay, when I'm done, I'm supersetting. What is supersetting, you want to know? What is supersetting, you ask? It is immediately moving to a different exercise for a different muscle group. All right. Boss director says I've got to use this machine, so here we go. Triceps, from biceps to triceps. Okay, again, reasonably lightweight, but it shouldn't be too light. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Bring my elbows down. I'm going to lock my elbows in place. This one is kind of a no-brainer as far as ways that you can mess it up. As long as you lock your elbows in, move it straight down. Here's method number 1, straight downward. Okay, I like this one because this is constant tension. When I bring it in closer, I can oftentimes lean forward and rest. What do we think about resting? No, thank you. So here's my movement. Now, if you're feeling an issue in your wrists or your elbows, what you may need to do is to change your hand position. Okay, change the hand position, make them wider, bring them closer, or switch it up and use ropes. Ropes right here, take the pressure off your elbows and off your wrists. You can bring it straight back down again. Okay, same objective. Elbows locked in, straight down, straight up. Straight down, straight up. Okay, as long as I keep my palms away from me, even with my arms locked out, it's continual tricep flexion. Lots of repetitions, then I'll move straight back to biceps, triceps, biceps, and triceps. I'll do 3 to 4 of those. We'll do one more. That first routine was maybe 3 sets or 4 sets each. Total 7 to 8 sets of arms, each muscle group, and that'll be enough. All right, here we go. I'm gonna use this curly bar. Why? Because it's more comfortable for me on my wrists. So here I go. Elbows pushed forward. Lock my elbows against my sides. Bend my knees slightly. If I do this correctly, even in this position here, I'm feeling bicep stretch. This is my routine right there. This is what I'm not doing. I don't want to do any of this. Okay, this is a terrible technique. This is not biceps. This is ego. And you see guys doing this with heavy, heavy weights. Elbows locked. Bending the knees. Make sure you bend the knees because you want to take the pressure off your lower back. This is my routine there. Blowing the weight up. Again, I'm also not going any higher than this. This is rest. Constant tension. That's my range right there. Okay, finish that. Straight into a tricep. Now, a regular tricep dip can put pressure on the shoulders. If your shoulders have an issue, I would suggest using this type of machine because you can lessen the weight. I've only got about 70 pounds. I'm going to put my palms on the outside here. What I don't want to do is this. Look at my wrist. Pressure on the wrist. Pressure off the wrist. Here we go. I'm going to lower myself down slightly. Again, kind of hard to mess this one up. But as you'll see that I'm bringing it up, I don't want to bring it up too far. I don't want any position like this. Okay, this is too much shoulder. I'm bringing it, let's say, to 90 degrees, maybe slightly less, and then pushing it down. This one here, however, I do not want to lock out because this is rest. Okay, so here's my finished position. Keep the triceps slightly flexed at all times. Come on, push it out. Come on, coach. Come on, coach. All right, lots of repetitions. If your shoulders are fine and you can handle it, you can always go to a bench or something like this. All right, same thing with the wrist position. Making sure that you're not putting pressure on your wrist. Anytime you're using your body weight on this, you are in danger of pressuring your shoulders or your elbows. So I stick to this with extra repetitions because I like it. 3 sets of each, alternating back and forth, combining that with your other routine of bicep and triceps. You should be done on arms. Well done.